Hello, beautiful people. I am Alysia, and welcome to live Vinyasa Yoga class. I have an assumption of risk to read to you guys, and after that, we'll get started. So, welcome and thank you for joining in on UWG University Recreation Virtual Group Fitness class. We are excited to move forward and to build an online community with you. Before starting, please note that today's workout and all virtual classes are not prescribed exercise workouts. It is important to always listen to your own body and to look out for modifications and progressions provided throughout the routines. Keep an eye out for these cues as I demonstrate each movement, and please remember to move safely within your own limits. Please keep any personal medication concerns in mind as you do each exercise and consult with your physician and before embarking on any exercise. Lastly, make sure that you have a water bottle, a towel, and a free area of space around you so that you have room to move. If there's any other questions or concerns, please email Olivia. Okay, so make sure you guys have a mat, some water for you guys, and I have a block. I'm using my accounting book, so you can use anything. So let's get started. All right, let's get started. We're going to get started in a seated position, taking this moment to simply ground ourselves as we take deep breaths, inhaling through our nose, filling our belly up with air, and exhaling through our mouth, collapsing those lungs, and filling them back up with air. As we take this moment to breathe, opening our hearts, lengthening our spine, and preparing our hearts and our minds for this practice. Taking a few more deep breaths. And going into our warm-up, we're going to take our arms, inhaling one arm up, and exhaling over. We're going to inhale that opposite arm up, and exhaling. And moving at our own pace, inhaling and exhaling as we extend that opposite arm, keeping our hearts open, and moving along with your breathing. And on that last inhale, we're going to inhale our arms up, exhaling into our seated forward fold, folding from our hips. And walking back up to center, going into our tabletop position as we place our hands and our knees flat on top of the mat. If you have a blanket, you can place that blanket underneath your knees for some support. Making sure our shoulders and our wrists are directly parallel along with our knees and our hips. Going into our cat-cow, as we take a big inhale, we're going to sink our spine, creating a gentle arch. Bringing our chest up, and we're going to exhale as we round that spine, tucking in our chin. Inhaling up, and exhaling, rounding the spine. And taking a couple of more deep breaths. breaths. And as we move into our balancing table, we're going to take that left leg as we extend it all the way back, finding your balance. And whenever you're ready, as we engage our core, we're going to take that opposite arm, inhaling it up, engaging your core, connecting this with your breathing, and holding. Holding for 2 more deep breaths, finding your inner strength. And releasing, shaking it out a little bit if you need to. Moving over towards that opposite leg, extending all the way back. Finding your balance. Whenever you're ready, taking that opposite arm, extending, engaging your core, and breathing. Two more deep breaths. And when you exhale, releasing those hands and knees, shaking it out a little bit, going into our child's pose as we sink our hips back towards our ankles, allowing our arms to extend and resting on the mat for a couple of deep breaths. And on that last inhale, we're going to exhale, grounding our spine up to a tabletop position, going into our first downward facing dog of this practice, tucking in our toes as we extend our legs and our hips up towards the sky. In this position, we're going to walk out the dog, bending one knee and extending the opposite leg. Taking this time to just do whatever feels comfortable to your body. Releasing any tension that you may have. And we're slowly going to shift our bodies forward into a plank. Holding that plank, and we're going to go back into down dog. Going back into plank, holding, and back into down dog. Doing this 5 more times at your own pace, holding for 2 breaths in your plank, and back into down dog. And your last one, going into plank, chaturanga dandasana, slowly lowering our bodies onto the mat and pushing back up into our upward facing dog. Breathing. And going back into our child's pose as we sink our hips back towards our ankles. And taking a couple of deep breaths here. Still breathing in your child's pose. facing dog. Chaturanga Dandasana one more time. Slowly lowering, up, upward facing dog, and back into downward facing dog. Starting with that right leg, we're going to take it up towards the sky, one-legged dog. And we're slowly going to bring that knee in towards our chest, placing that foot towards the top of the mat, right where your hands are. Going into our high lunge. Once we find our balance, we're going to inhale our arms up. Exhaling into our high lunge, keeping our bodies tall, making sure that front knee does not go over your ankle. Holding. From here, going into our twisted high lunge, placing that left arm in front, right arm behind, turning in towards your inner thigh, and holding right here, relaxing your shoulders, breathing and feeling the burn. Holding for 2 more deep breaths. And on that last exhale, we're going to cartwheel our hands forward, going into our lizard pose as we take that back knee, untucking our toe, taking our hands and placing it into the inner thigh, onto the mat. You can stay right here if you feel that stretch, or if you'd like to go into a deeper stretch, you can take your forearms, placing them onto the mat, making sure that your gaze is straight ahead. Try not to look down. And you can also use your block in this position as well. If you'd like to place your block here, this is a good stretch for you, that's perfect. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. And on that last exhale, we're going to take that front foot, going into our half split as we move those hips back, extending our front leg, and breathing. Slowly coming back up, going back into our high lunge, tucking in our toe, finding that balance, inhaling those arms up. And as we find our inner strength, we're going to take that back foot, stepping it up towards the mat, placing our arms down to our heart center. And doing that one more time, inhaling our arms up, exhaling down to our heart center. Taking this moment to ground ourselves, breathing, catching your breath if you need to. For a couple of deep breaths. And whenever you're ready, coming towards the top of the mat, we're going to inhale those arms up, exhaling, forward fold, down towards our mat, taking both feet, stepping them back into our downward facing dog, walking up the dog if you need to. As we move towards our opposite leg, extending that left leg up towards the sky, and bringing that knee in towards our chest, placing our foot towards the top of the mat. Finding your balance as we prepare for our high lunge, inhaling up, exhaling into your high lunge. Keeping your glutes strong. And as we go into our twisted high lunge, placing one hand in front, one hand behind, keeping those shoulders relaxed. Breathing. 2 more deep breaths. And on that last exhale, cartwheeling forward, placing our hands into the inner part of our thigh, going into our lizard as we sink that back knee, untucking our toe, and into our lizard. Remember, you can use your block to set you up a little higher, or if you'd like a deeper stretch, you can go a little lower, placing those forearms onto the mat, keeping your gaze forward, not looking down, and breathing. Holding for 2 more deep breaths, guys. And whenever you're ready, pushing our bodies up, going into that half split, extending that front leg, pushing those hips flat back, and breathing. And we're slowly going to come forward, back into our high lunge as we tuck that toe in, lifting our bodies up once we find our balance. As we find our inner strength, taking that back foot, stepping it forward, coming up on our tippy toes as we interlace our fingers, flipping them up towards the sky, reaching towards the sky. And back down. We're going to inhale that left arm up and exhaling it over. Taking that opposite arm, inhaling up and exhaling. As we place both hands up towards the sky, interlacing our fingers, gently pushing our chest back, our chest up towards the sky. And as we release those hands, bringing them behind us, interlacing our fingers, and gently bringing our shoulders down, creating a gentle arch to the spine, and breathing in that position. And we're just going to shake it out a little bit. Going into our tree pose, as we make sure our feet are firmly placed onto the mat, we're going to start with our right leg first, shifting all of that weight over to our left leg, starting off simple. And we're going to bring that knee slowly up towards our chest, taking your time, finding your balance. If you need to readjust, go ahead. And once you find your balance and you're comfortable, we're going to slowly bring that knee over to the side. You're almost there. And from here, whenever you're ready, as we go into our tree pose, either placing that foot either below or above your knee, whichever works for you, finding that balance. If you'd like, placing your arms, your hands together at heart center. Breathing. I find that in this position, closing my eyes does not help. So keeping your eyes open, trying to focus on one thing helps a lot. Taking a couple of more deep breaths. And whenever you're ready, we're slowly going to place that foot on top of the mat, shaking it out a little bit. Moving towards that opposite foot as we shift that weight over to our opposite leg. finding our balance as we bring that knee up towards our chest. And whenever you're ready, placing that knee over to the side, finding your balance. And whenever you're ready, placing that foot either above or below your knee, whichever feels comfortable for you. Our balance is a little off today, so. And holding. And whenever you're ready, placing that foot onto the mat and shaking it out a little bit. As we shake it out a little bit, we're going to inhale those arms up and exhaling forward. Coming back down, inhaling up again, and exhaling, hands to our heart center. Coming towards the top of the mat, forward fold, down towards the mat. Taking both feet back into our downward facing dog, walking up the dog if you need to. And for our last pose, we're going to go into our pigeon pose as we take that left leg up towards the sky. We're going to bring that knee in towards our chest. And from here, we're going to place that knee onto the mat, turning that foot towards the opposite leg, taking that back foot as we untuck our foot, allowing it to rest. And you're going to feel it deep in your hips because this is a hip opener. You can either stay right here if this feels good to you, or you can come forward for a deeper stretch. Taking a couple of breaths in this position. Breathing. And coming back up to center. Coming out of this position, we're going to take that back foot, slowly tucking it in, lifting that leg up, slowly pushing that foot back into our downward facing dog, walking up the dog if you need to. And moving towards our opposite foot, extending it up towards the sky, bringing that knee in towards our chest, placing it onto the mat and turning that back foot towards our opposite leg. A great hip opener. And breathing. If you like to come forward, you can. As we place our hands onto the mat, pushing our bodies up into our pigeon, coming out of this position, tucking in our back toe, lifting our bodies up into downward facing dog. And from here, we're going to move into the seated position. So just placing your knees onto the mat and turning into that seated position. I'm not sure if you can see me. Okay, so back into our seated position. Going into our last challenging pose of the day, my favorite, the boat pose. So from here, sitting, how are you? Extending our arms out in front of us. And we're first going to start by lifting our feet up from the mat as we slowly recline ourselves. From here, we're going to feel our core engage as we extend. You feel it? And we're going to bring it back in. Inhaling and exhaling. 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 Last one, inhaling and exhaling, holding. And bringing it together. And coming forward, taking a couple of deep breaths. And as we sit here, closing out this practice, rolling our shoulders back, opening our hearts, lengthening our spine, taking this moment to simply breathe, thanking our minds and our bodies for practicing today. And as we inhale our arms up, hands together down to our heart center, taking this moment to cherish each adventure that we encounter, spreading love and positivity to one another. Namaste. And thank you guys for sharing this wonderful practice with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And tune in next week, Friday at 3, for another practice.